obviously, anytime the Ja situation comes up, Gil, people talk about yourself. Everybody who has Google probably knows why. But any concern that Ja hasn't learned his lesson yet?
I mean, he's learned his lesson. He ain't been caught on film holding a gun. So that's he's learned his lesson.
Positive. That is a positive of the situation.
What was they investigating?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, did they not know the size of the gun? It looked big.
Yeah.
Right? Like who he was pointing at? I mean, we can see, probably double barrel shotgun if you ask me.
But how do you feel like if you Ja? Like, ain't you tired of it? Don't make you want to get up for basketball sometimes?
Well, I know this sounds crazy. This might sound crazy to y'all. But what if this nigga's really gangster? Like, why does no one ever consider that might be the case? What if he can't stop?
He's addicted to the game.
Yeah, what if he can't stop?
I don't know how many gangsters are that rich.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many gangsters lost $50 million doing non-gangster shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing gangster about holding your gun like this at the strip club. Like, so
the noisy cricket.
There's a time and place, and I don't really.
I be catching that little slick.
Yeah,
he do it, Josiah.
He do.
All the time. He's sneaking in.
I just try to sneak stuff.
No, I mean, there's just certain things you can't do if your job. Same thing, with me. There's just certain gestures you just can't do.
Yeah. You can't have it in the locker room either. What you gotta do is
Touche.
Yeah. What you gotta do. I think some things are not as bad as others. I really feel like he can't stop. I really feel like it's his default setting. So he don't even know how to point. Yeah. He don't know how to point with one finger. I think it's just his default setting. For real. I think we might need to embrace that he can't stop. Like, he got a problem for real. He got a problem for real.
Just pulling out on people, huh?
Yeah, it's just, man, what'd be cool right now? Gun fingers. I think that's how his brain works.
I mean, it seemed reactionary, though. You got Buddy Hill doing it to him. Or maybe he was just insulted that Buddy Hill would do that.
Yeah, but you see Draymond talking to the ref. He just did this.
Yeah, I did.
That's crazy.
I thought he was talking to
he was talking to the ref.
Draymond
He's trying to shoot us. Draymond.
He was telling.
You gonna shoot me?
He had a gun, bro.
He said, you don't see him?
It's the Super Soaker 5000.
I know you always have loopholes at your That wasn't a gun, it was a Super Soaker.
I'm just saying, if they asked you that stupid-ass question, so what was it was a Super Soaker 3000. Like, what kind of...
Yeah.
Like, what's the fucking point of calling me about this shit, man? It's a celebration or whatever. We just gesturing around here. Same thing with the throat. Or same thing, Stewie doing this shit. That sounds more, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'll be afraid of Stewart doing this shit right here.
Yeah.
Versus Ja doing this.
Because Stewart's really gonna fight you.
Facts.
Yeah.
And we know what this means. When we get in the back, I'm taking off. And I don't want those problems, right? So, I'm just saying.
But don't Mikal Bridges do it too, though?
Which one?
The three, when he hit a three, you do.
Three.
Yeah.
But it's three.
But it's still.
Ja Morant be like, I'm gonna shoot you in the parking lot. That's what it's what he's saying too.
Yeah, you can't point a gun at Steph.
Yeah.
Or his team.
No, that was Buddy Hill. That was the only reason. It was like, who was that at? It was like Buddy Hill. Oh, it's just a warning.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a warning. It's Buddy Hill. I thought you did that to Curry.
I think people also aren't paying attention to, there was a point in this season where Memphis was at the top of the league. They were the top of the West. And there was no coverage on it. That's another thing that Ja's doing to his team that people aren't paying attention to. Oh, yeah. Like, he could have, halfway through the season, he should have been in some MVP talks.
Not MVP.
No.
He missed a lot of games, though.
Yeah. He gotta. This is that year where they pretend you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then, next year, they're like, oh, little Ja. And then the following year is when Ja get his name back.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if Memphis had stayed at the top, we would still only hear about him pointing at people. No one even is paying attention to his performance. He's not having a bad season by any means.
It's Memphis.
No, it's messed up.
No, when we think about Memphis' name in the last 3 or 4 years is Ja and his troubles, Dylan Brooks, doing the shit Dylan Brooks was doing.
Poking bears.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Taylor Jenkins getting fired.
Yeah, I didn't
Which
even
is
know that was
crazy.
the coach's name.
Which
I mean,
is
just be
crazy.
honest. Until you put it in the rundown, I had to look it up. I didn't even know who the coach.
Nah, I knew what he was. I knew who he was. I just didn't know his name. I saw the picture. I was like, that's the Memphis. dude.
Didn't know his name. Right?
Nah, I ain't know his
Memphis
name.
dude.
Nobody care about the coach, man. Or the assistant coaches or the trainers.
Yeah, I ain't like, that's the dude Ja be pointing the gun at in practice. Know who that dude is.
But in all sincerity, just considering what Ja has dealt with in the past, not a good look for him to do. I don't think it's a big deal by any stretch of the imagination. We see a lot of guys doing it. We saw guys doing it during March Madness. We see them doing it at any court you go to in any AAU game across the country.
They did this shit in the Olympics.
Yeah.
It was
The Turkish shooter, though.
I know, but what I'm saying is because he was so cool with it, that became everyone's symbol of like cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Right? You got everybody was doing that, and it was fine. So you gotta either accept it or don't across the board.
I think he needs to change his nickname.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Nah, see, if he changed his nickname to like Ja Wick, for real, like he was like, nah, I'm just copying Wick. That's the thing. It's not like gangster. It's like cinematic. It's a movie. Yeah. I think he can get away with it easier. It's his attachment. I think it's the attachment to like that culture that makes it so negative. Because you don't think of Mikal Bridges like that at all. That's what I'm saying. He can do that.
What's his nickname?
Who?
Ja.
12, he goes, there's a few nicknames.
Yeah.
That's 12 is police, though. But he's Gen Z. All this Gen Z. They know.
Fuck police.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a nice little group that feels the same way.
Yeah, so all them young motherfuckers.
Facts. Man, just get back to the gritty, man. You know, the kids love you.
Yeah.
Man. Or if you're gonna do the little gun, then do it with the gritty.
Then it look happy. Yeah.
You gotta put it in and pull it out. Wow.
It's age appropriate.
I think that's the problem. He don't holster it, and that be the real issue with it, that he don't actually holster it back. So they just think it's wild with it, but that's my guy, though. Yeah, you gotta put the safety back on.
If he had pointed
It wasn't
up,
loaded.
maybe it wouldn't be so, you know what I mean? Yeah, I
Looking
don't
dead
know,
in
man.
your
Then
eyes.
it's like your son at laser tag.
Yeah, no, this nigga awful. He almost beat me, though, because I was fat.
How big of a deal is the finger guns gesture coming from Ja based on his past history? I'm gonna have to ask you, Kenny, okay? It was a moment. I know we don't care.
But still, dude, there's no lessons being learned over here. Like,
He's learning.
the fuck it is, man.
I don't get it. I don't
like,
get it.
there's no lessons being learned.
I'm like, I don't even want to talk about it because I don't know the dude, so I'm not going
I'm
to
from
I don't
an optic
fucking know him
standpoint.
either.
I don't know him,
You can
man.
do anything.
Hey, I don't know him neither, but
You can't question why motherfuckers keep talking like they talking when you doing what you
like,
doing.
so my thing is, he's proven there ain't no lessons being learned.
Ja
Yeah,
Wick.
that's like the whole Gil shit. Like, you go fuck with the people. It's the same shit, man. Like,
we Gil reformed now.
yeah, but you in real time, with no lessons being learned.
It was funny though. I will
Until
say.
they hit you across your ass for real, man. Like, that one suspension wasn't enough.
Then you go over there and you ask, you say, why you do that, man?
Yeah.
Why you do that?
Swaggy.
Why I can't do it? Why I was just.
Why being me? Yeah. See, nah, it's
And if I'm the coach, I ask you that, like, hey man, what you do that for?
yeah.
It's a problem between me and you because you ain't got the answer I need.
Yeah, so Taylor Jenkins asked him that, and it's an issue. Taylor Jenkins' question is an issue. So, but he ain't there no more, so now this shit is
Jenkins.
acceptable.
Hey, there you go.
Right? Nah, man, this.
Tomas Isela.
And why
Coach.
Buddy Hill get attacked?
I think
Why
they
Buddy
was
Hill get
promoting
attacked?
that shit the whole time, and that's why Ja did it. It was kind of like I was responding to y'all niggas, and I went back like, yeah.
No, he did it first, didn't he?
But before the timeout happened, I'm thinking they down there and they was talking on the side, talking to Ja. And then the timeout happens and Ja's like, yeah, y'all keep talking. You gonna make me go back to my old ways.
No, somebody made a three, I think. Somebody made a three.
I believe Jimmy Butler's getting ready to shoot free throws, or just it was something
happened,
going on. But they were
yeah.
down. They were down like
Down
6
on
or
that
7 at
side.
that point. Game decided.
Whatever it happened, yeah. But it's
Unnecessary.
They was provoking him and then tried to gaslight him. Look, he did.
And then that's Draymond
Draymond
pointed.
snitching.
Look, he threw the guns at him. He said he was gonna shoot us.
Draymond snitching and shit. Like, So it's the same shit when you was talking about the nigga going to the review, right, Draymond? So now you out here snitching to talking about. So
Come on, man. That shit was weird. I seen that shit. I was like,
Do as
you
I
just-
say, not as I do.
Hell yeah, he told.
Look, he's talking about pew pew. Come on, man.
Yeah, get him.
He's a 22.
He said,
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I seen it. I was like, damn, Dre. Shit, bro, you all right?
you gonna call it for him?
Yeah, go over there, walk it over there. Walk it over there.
Go to the scores table.
Go
Go
and
to
tell
Tech
him.
on 12.
Go ahead and tell him with him. No, let me do it. Let me say it.
I got it. Like you're going to line to shoot the Tech, right? I got it. No, I got it.
Nah, it's my turn. It's my turn.
And then again, love Ja, but given prior history, you think the league will have to review this or talk to him about it, or they just keep it?
I think so.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, it's a tech, but
Because
Is
it's
that
going,
a conversation like, nigga, you wildin' again, dog? What we doing?
Yeah.
All right.
You need to, See, the thing is,
but you gotta
look at
penalize
see,
anybody
look, I
else
ain't
to
the
do it,
commissioner,
though.
right? Look,
It just can't be him.
Hey,
Like
see, look at, it's Adam Silver's NBA, not mine. Yeah, I would have just sent them that old one gamer.
the one game little that little
Let's go
invoice.
sit you down for the next one. And every time you do, just a reminder. Hey, just a reminder, like, hey, I'm still watching. Hey, I'm still watching.
Did David Stern have your cell phone number? How were those calls? I'm very curious to know how were those calls made.
Oh, yeah, no, the league call, please hold.
Okay, is that what goes down?
Like the
All right,
president.
Okay.
Hey, the president called to speak to you, please hold.
Please hold.
And you're answering it?
elevator music.
And you're answering that call? Because I'm straight to voicemail on that one. I'm not even going to front.
What, no, they gonna call back or they gonna.
Just, hey.
I played in Jersey when this shit was going on, nigga. They was gonna summon.
Down the street.
Right? Hey, they gonna send a car service. Hey, Ken, hey,
They right here. They
commissioner
outside.
send a car for you.
Coming to the crib. Now you can't duck me.
No, man, no, you gon'. Yeah, he just need a reminder. See, the thing is, you get too lax and you think this shit is all sweet again, and just need a reminder.
Okay.
So, look, it's Adam Silver. You know what? Yeah, we can teach you a lesson today.
I mean, we play enough Call of Duty and shit where it can be cool to do something like that as a celebration, but it's different.
Not from him.
Yeah, not even for him. Like, not for him, but to the extent that we know, like, it's not over-exaggerated that we should be doing it just to him. Like, if anybody else is doing anything like that, we gotta treat it equally. But then again, it's like, well, in what sequence are you doing it? Are you celebrating and you saying,
We saw him on the bench too around
He
the time.
pointed guns at him.
But he didn't score nothing. It wasn't no celebration. So that's the difference.
He felt
It's like,
comfortable enough to.
that's what I'm saying. That's what
have
I'm saying. So it ain't no celebration, and you just doing the random shit.
Omar brother was on
I gotta
standoff.
teach you a lesson.
Gotta teach you a lesson, yeah.
I gotta give you this one.
Yeah, man.
Right? You get after the game, we're just gonna inform the team. Yeah, you gonna be with our services number 12 for your next one.
Yeah, it looked different. It just looked different.
All right, well, let's keep this moving. We'd like to give a shout out to MeUndies for sponsoring today's podcast.